Okay, so in this video, we had a sales call with a customer. They essentially don't have the budget to work with us. So instead, we're going to record a quick video that shows them kind of the first step of what they need to implement so they can start generating some more revenue. And then potentially win their business later on. It's more of a kind of a good deed act instead of, trying to get them to work with us even though they don't have the budget or anything. It's going to take a few minutes out of my day to tell them what to do. So I'm going to do a screen share. I'm going to record exactly what he should be doing for his local business on how to target people that live locally and then build an audience off of those people who viewed a certain percentage of the video creative that he was advertising. So 50% or more, 75% or more people who are engaged, and then retarget those people with another campaign, usually with a promotional offer that will drive them into the physical brick and mortar location. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna show you the carpet bomb technique, where if you're a local brick and mortar business, whether you're a restaurant or a retail store, this will allow you to target people that live within a certain radius of your location. You can pick the radius, whether it's 20 miles or 2 miles or 1 mile, doesn't matter. That's up to you depending on where your customers come from. And you're gonna advertise more of a brand awareness style video that highlights what you offer and the value you bring to your customers. And then we're gonna build an audience of engaged viewers. So people who watch 50%, 75% or more of that video, and retarget them with a promotional offer that will bring them directly into the store. So the first thing you need to do is have an ads manager on Facebook. If you don't know how to do that, you can make a quick Google search. It'll take you a couple minutes. The second thing is you're gonna go up in the ads manager, click create, and you're going to run a video view campaign. So you're just gonna walk through this just like normal. Pick your location. So here you would want to put the actual physical address of your brick and mortar location. So here we go. So this is our address, and then from here I can actually bring this down to 1 mile from the address. The other thing you can do to make this more advanced is take other pockets of addresses here, so maybe competitors as an example, and exclude them. So you're excluding around you, but you're only focused right on that very specific pinpoint location. From there, you're gonna add some interests. Depending on if you're a shoe retailer, you might add like Nike or Adidas or competitors. If you're a restaurant, you might add Thai cuisine or Asian infusion or Italian, whatever you're serving. But you want to still keep it pretty broad. You don't want the audience to get too small. From there, you can edit the placements. From here, you're really only going to want to run this on Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds. You don't want to use audience network. You don't really want to do right side advertising on Facebook feeds, and you don't want to do Messenger. For here, you can leave this to optimize for 10-second video views, and then pick your daily budget, click continue, put in your video creative, create your actual ad here. So upload your video. This is your ad copy. As you populate this, you will see. So let me just pull up browse library. Here's a video that we ran for this exact type of thing. And I could say, whatever I want here, whatever ad copy you want. That's your video. You can see that this is on mobile, Facebook mobile, and then this is on Instagram stories. And then from here, you just confirm, you run that campaign. And then let's go back into the ads manager for a second. And as people start viewing that campaign, you're gonna wanna build an audience of those viewers. So from here, we're gonna click on this hamburger menu in the top left corner, go over and click on audiences. It's gonna open up another tab. Here, you're gonna hit create audience, custom audience. You're gonna go down to engagement. You're gonna go the first section, video, and then you're literally just going to go in. So the engagement rate, so you wanna do 50%. If you wanna do another one, you could do 75%. If you wanna do a third one, you could do 95%, just to make sure you can hit those different segments. Choose videos, go in, find your Facebook page, and then I'm gonna pick the videos that I ran. They're right here. Scroll down, click confirm. Do the same thing for the 50%, 75%, and 95%. Confirm, do one last one. These are the 2 videos I ran. The reason I have 2 videos is they're from 2 separate audiences. For this, in terms of it's gonna ask you the date range in which people watch these videos. So you can go up to a year. For me, I'm just gonna leave it at a year, even though I've only been running this video for a couple days. So More so, I just want this to be a longer lasting audience. When you want to get more in depth, you can do 15 days, 3 days, whatever you want, 1 day, and have very tailored messaging to those people. You're going to title this audience. So I have one here, workshop video views general. And now when I go back into the ads manager to set up that next campaign, I would likely set up a conversion campaign if they're going to be converting somewhere online, or you can do a traffic campaign, which will drive them off of Facebook, or you can do a store visits campaign. Store visits campaign, for that to really matter to you, you're going to have to be collecting their email addresses as they come into your store and convert. A lot of brick and mortar businesses don't do that. So in that case, you don't want to use this campaign, because essentially what you do is upload those email addresses of customers that come in into Facebook, and it'll tell you how many of those people purchased from your actual campaign, or the result from your campaign. The issue with that is if they're not using the same Facebook they use on, or same email they use on Facebook, then it's kind of useless. It won't track properly. The other option is you could do a lead generation campaign. So if you want to give them a discount code as an example, they would have to give their name and their phone number or email or whatever info you want to grab from them into a form, and when they submit that, they can get a coupon. But for all other purposes, I'd probably do an engagement campaign. You just want to get it in front of the same audience, or a reach campaign if you want to hit them multiple times. So let's stick with a reach campaign for now. We'll just leave this just pretty general. And then under audiences, custom audiences, you'll then see your audience there. So let's pick that one audience. You can essentially remove targeting in terms of locations, and you can remove any interest targeting. Edit the placements. Here you're going to want to use a little more placement options. So I'd probably remove, like, if it's going to be a video, use suggested video. If it's going to be, you could use marketplace. I wouldn't do stories on Facebook. I would leave Instagram alone. I wouldn't do audience network, and I would probably leave Messenger for this. Normally what I would do is actually segment those out into different ad sets and test which placement does better. Here's your budget, and this is how the frequency cap is how you'll see how often you're going to show someone your ad. So as an example, if we put this to 5 times a day, we could say we could show them this ad 5 times in 1 day. You don't want to do it too much, so maybe if it's a promotion that's going to be in like 2-3 days, ending in 2-3 days, then maybe you want to do 3 times a day. From there, you're going to click continue, and you're just going to set up your ad just like normal. You're going to upload your video or your image, add your ad copy. If you want to send them to a site, you can do that. Add the website URL, and then that's it. You click publish. That's how you're going to do the carpet bomb technique. You're going to cast a wide net. You're going to narrow that net by video views, and then you're going to hit those video viewers, highly engaged audience, with an offer to drive them into your store. One other thing I would actually add to this is if you wanted to create another video view campaign retargeting that engaged audience, which gives them either further details on something, you could technically stack those on top of each other. So now when you go and run a conversion campaign as an example, or even a third video view campaign with a call to action to get them to come in the store, you can target people who watched both videos. So they watched the first video that you created, the audience, and then you would say, and also watched the second audience that you created who watched the second video. That is going to be a super engaged audience because it's 2 people who sat there and watched 2 videos, 50%, 75%, 95% or more. And then you're going to hit them with a direct call to action, which could also be a third video view campaign. It doesn't have to be a reach campaign. It doesn't have to be a conversion campaign if you don't have a website. It doesn't have to be a traffic campaign if you don't have a website. So you could definitely run another video view campaign, and that has a direct call to action. So now I'm going to send this off to the client. They can use this. That took all of 7 minutes of our time. It's probably going to make a huge difference in his business just because he doesn't advertise right now and he's wondering how to do that. And it's a piece of content for you guys to go and use. 2 birds with 1 stone.